Hello and welcome again to this GD Live screencast at Phuket PALS with me, Teacher Marco. And we've come a long way. Today we are going to be discussing about another topic regarding testing basic English usage. So this is the 9th video. We're almost done with this particular series. And we will be focusing today about pronoun usage and all of these skills that you're learning about testing basic English usage are very important. You will be able to utilize these skills when you're taking the GED test, specifically under the reasoning through language arts section. Before we begin, I'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel. Please do hit the like button as well and share this video because it means a lot to us if you will share this video on your channel or on your Facebook page. We would like to help other people who are in need of assistance in taking their GED tests. So it means a lot to us if you will share this video. So let's begin. Yes, so we are now here. We've come a long way, like what I mentioned a while back. All of these topics were already discussed earlier, and if you haven't seen the screencast about these topics, I highly encourage you to visit the video section of our channel and go ahead and look out for the earlier installments of this series. Let's begin. So, pronoun usage. There are some rules that we need to follow whenever we are using pronouns. They're an easy. They are a bit confusing at times. You know, but as long as you know these particular rules that I will talk about today, it would be so easy for you to deal with sentences that are having some problems with pronouns in the future. So rule number 1, we have to know the general rule governing pronoun agreement. What is that? A pronoun must agree with its antecedent. Now, what is an antecedent? That's something new to me. An antecedent is usually a noun that the pronoun replaces. For example, you can replace Mrs. Hill with she or her, the students with they or them. Alright? So, an antecedent is, of course, a noun. Because pronouns, the main use of pronoun is, of course, they take place of the nouns, right? So the noun within the sentence. Okay, so an antecedent is the noun that a pronoun replaces in the sentence. Okay, so that's the first rule. Know what an antecedent is, and it must agree with the pronoun within the sentence. Here are 2 examples. The lizard licked its eyeball. Of course, we know that the pronoun it is actually talking about something that doesn't have a gender or the gender was not specified, and it's usually used in replace of an animal or another species of which we do not know the gender. So in this case, the lizard is the antecedent, a singular antecedent, and it is a singular pronoun. Now, if we make this plural, lizards, then of course we change the pronoun. Okay, because the antecedent already changed. So in order for it to agree, we need to make the pronoun plural as well, because lizards now is in plural form, so we need a plural pronoun. Okay, so the lizards lick their eyeballs. Their eyeballs. Okay. Pronouns have to agree with their antecedent in number, like the earlier example. A plural antecedent takes a plural pronoun. Like, take a look at this sentence. Marla and Denise played their instruments. Their, because we're talking about Marla and Denise, which is a plural antecedent because we have two persons here. Our teachers completed their grades. Teachers is a plural noun, so that's considered the antecedent. And the pronoun, we need to make it plural as well. A singular antecedent takes a singular pronoun. Jaden will bring his books. Abigail dislikes her math class. Now, his is for male, and her is for singular female. Okay? Know the difference between these singular and plural personal pronouns. So, on this side are singular pronouns, while on this side are the plural pronouns. They, them, their, theirs, themselves. He, she, it, him, her, it, his, hers, its, himself, herself, itself, all of which are singular. Pronouns have to agree with their antecedent in person. First person, second person, or third person. Okay? So, all students should bring their books. Okay? So, what do we mean by first person pronouns? Okay? So, first person pronouns, okay, are actually I. In subjective case, you say I, alright, and for plural, use we. Okay, in objective case, we use me or my. Okay, so in this case, first person I, first person my. Okay, they must agree with their antecedent. I is considered the first person, so of course the following pronoun must also agree with the antecedent pronoun, so it should follow the first person objective case. Okay, students must agree with their. Okay. So, for you, the objective case is your, alright, and you is considered to be a second person. Third person, he, she, it, and they. Alright? So, third person as well as they, like what I mentioned, for plural. So, their objective case is them. The class knows you. We're talking about class here, which is a plural third person. So, I need to change this with their. The class knows, or they, sorry. The class knows they should put their name on the assignment. Okay, alright. So, another one that we have to remember, pronouns have to agree with their antecedent in gender. We have the neuter here, or gender that we cannot identify. Masculine for male and feminine for female gender. Drake is a male, so we need to make use of his, because it's masculine. Oprah, we know, is a female, so we need to use her. Drake just released his new album. Oprah is always on the cover of her magazine. Also, we need to remember, with regard to gender, when the antecedent of a singular pronoun could be either feminine or masculine, use the phrase his or her. each musician played his or her solo. If using his or her sounds awkward, try making both the pronoun and its antecedent plural. Then all the musicians played their solos. It sounds better, right? Anyway, you're talking about a lot of musicians. Okay, so better yet, make them in plural form. Okay, one confusing thing that or a lot of my students are confused about whether to put an apostrophe before the S or no apostrophe. So there's a huge difference. Do not confuse the one with an apostrophe with the one that doesn't have. It's with an apostrophe means it is. Alright? Or it has. It's without an apostrophe means belonging to. It's a possessive form. Possessive pronoun. It, for example, its bowl, its sharp teeth, its long claws, etc. It's serving as a possessive pronoun, while it with an apostrophe is considered as a contraction. So possessive pronouns, unlike possessive nouns, do not need an apostrophe with the final S. Okay. So the conjunction can cause problems with pronoun agreement. Two or more singular things joined by and become a plural antecedent. Of course, we've talked about that in subject-verb agreement. So the new puppy and kitten have destroyed their owner's sofa. Because we're talking about two animals here. So those are the only things you have to remember when it comes to pronoun usage. Okay? The concept about the antecedent is really important to remember when you're dealing with pronouns, also with gender, and also with number. So if you remember those three things, I'm sure you will be able to manage all questions regarding pronouns. I hope that I was able to help you today, and watch out for more new screencasts that I will be making. There are still three or four remaining topics under this series. And please do watch out for upcoming new videos. And I want to thank you for your time, for spending a few minutes with me and listening to this lecture. And if you're interested about the programs that we are offering, I highly encourage you to visit our Facebook page. That's www.facebook.com/Phuket PALS, or go ahead and check our website. That's phuketpals.org. Thank you so much for listening, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.